Hello. Today I would like for you to eat with me while I tell you a story. So, in 8th grade, we had a field trip to the zoo. My friend group decided that we'd all wear black leggings. The problem was I was insecure about my body. I hated how large my thighs looked in the leggings. All of my friends had the trending thigh gap. I became so obsessed with the idea of having a thigh gap. So that night before the field trip, I duct taped my thighs so that they would appear smaller. I had also put the duct tape around my underwear so that it was secure and so that it wasn't noticeable that I was around my thighs. It was a hot day. I drink a lot of water. So while I was at the giraffe enclosure admiring their thigh gaps, I realized I had to go. So I rushed my small little bladder to the bathroom and I could not get the tape off in time. So in 8th grade at the zoo, I peed my pants because I wanted a thigh gap that bad. As much as I would love to say I learned my lesson, that was unfortunately just the first time. So I'm currently going to pick my little sister up from school because someone just got herself in trouble. Backstory. The other day, my little sister was asking me for some advice. She's like, Tabby, if someone were to punch me at school, what should I do? Jokingly, I said, well, shoot, knock him out. I didn't think she was going to take it literal. Hi. Not funny. Okay, can you tell us about what happened today? Today in class, a guy passed me, and I felt something grab my butt. And I grabbed his butt. You said that if someone does it to me, I can do it back to them.
The problem here was, it was his backpack that touched her.
Why would you do that?
He didn't actually grab my butt, but I took his and grabbed the whole hand.
Okay, really weird thing. So I just went to the dollar store to get tissue paper for my boyfriend's Valentine's Day gift. So I'm standing in line, social distancing, and a man and a woman are standing in front of me without a mask. Sweet, you guys don't have to wear a mask as long as you stay in your area. This guy's like, yeah, so I can bench like 45. The lady at the register is like, beep, oh, that's cool. And he goes, oh, I'm also really fast, watch. Sprints to the other end of the store. I was like, man, I really wish you could see how impressed we all are, but unfortunately you can't because our expressions are hidden behind a mask. Pack it up, Turbo. So the man and the lady go outside. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of those TikTok videos where they're trying to teach you how to hit on someone and it's clearly a joke. This guy comes back in the store. We're all like, why is this guy back in the store? Comes back into the store, steps over the social distancing line, so now he's in my bubble. He looks at me dead in the eyes and he goes, hey. The moment, it was not funny to me. It was like, what are you It was like the most secondhand embarrassment I've ever had in my entire life. So I did my laundry at my boyfriend's house and I left my bra, and this is the video he just sent me.
Help! Spider-Man!
Like what? You should see what else he just sent me. This is for the girls only. So I have a photo shoot, right? And I forgot my bra. It's a little cold outside. That means the boobs are gonna do their thing. Anyways, this is outfit number 1 of my choice. The photographer's a dude. I've never worked with him before. So he's like, hey, Tabitha, nice to meet you. I'm like, hey. He says, okay, for the first pose, I want you to lay right there. Okay. So I go to lay down on this bench, like this. And this dude, for real, just said, oh, you know what? Laying down isn't for everyone. Get back up. What? This guy is like mortified at what I look like laying down. His facial expressions was literally like this. Duh. Like he couldn't stand to look at me. So now I have a new insecurity. Apparently I'm ugly laying down. Oh my gosh. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to make a really good coffee. First off, Okay, ignore that sound. My neighbors have a lot of sex. So first I take my ice and I pour my coffee into it. Next, milk froth. Dude, they're so loud. Okay, now I take my milk frother and my milk. And a little bit of this. Lid. Okay, now we wait for it to froth. You guys are so loud, stop! Okay, now stuff. Go like this. I do it high so I can, oh gosh, oops. A little bit of a mix, just like that. And voila, this is how I make my coffee. I went to my boyfriend's grandparents' house today. This was my first time meeting them, and I have really freaking bad stomach issues. And I knew I was not about to make it to the bathroom in time. I just let one slip. I farted. Boyfriend's grandpa goes, oh gosh, heavens, that's terrible. So I did the first thing that came to my mind. I think it was the dog. My boyfriend's grandpa is like, oh my gosh, this smells so bad. Someone put the dog outside. Now I am sitting in my car because my boyfriend's grandpa just called the vet for the dog and told the vet that his dog was dying from the inside out. I feel so guilty. I've decided I'm gonna go tell my boyfriend it was me.
You know earlier, whenever the dog started earlier?
Yeah.
It wasn't the dog. It was me.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
That was the nastiest thing I've ever smelled in my whole life. Gotta get that checked out.
I just ordered sushi and it took my driver like 30 minutes to find my location and he just delivered it. I get the bag, I check inside and I'm like, oh, you forgot my sauce. And the guy's like, oh, you forgot my phone number. And I was like, I have a boyfriend. And he's like, cool. Then the guy's like, okay, wait, actually, I think I forgot your sauce in my car. Let me go check. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, like I'm waiting. I'm wearing these shoes, right? The guy comes back and goes, yeah, I don't have your sauce. The guy looks down at my feet and he says, you have cute toes. Haha, thanks. So then he's like, haha. He's like, you know, you're really pretty. Can I get your snap? My guy is thirsty. I'm like, no, sorry. He's like, cool. So I get inside and I open my box and the very first one that I open looks like this. There should be 10. What is that? Tell me that is not a bite taken out of my sushi. And where's the other roll? Not only was he thirsty, but apparently he was hungry as well. I just got that little email thing that says rate your driver. What should I rate him? So my boyfriend hates whenever I touch his butt, but today I decided that I would go show you what happens whenever I do. Let's go get some booty. Okay, we have a situation. The clouds so rudely decided to start raining. And now I cannot go to the beach, so I'm going to improvise. I'm also making a nice coffee.
My espresso. This is like coffee, but like I made it coffee.
Next I get this. This may be really unsafe, I don't know. Go like this and turn this on. Okay, next you're gonna change your thermostat to 94. And it'll start to get really hot. Then finally, Alexa, play beach sounds.
Just like the beach.
I'm losing my mind. Put a finger down if your new neighbors that just moved in upstairs won't stop having loud sex 5 times a day. So you decided that you would go upstairs and politely ask them to quiet down. But then an elderly couple answered the door and you didn't have the heart to tell them to quit being loud. So now you're sitting in your room trying not to listen to them. Actually, listen to them. Okay. Question. Has your mom ever told you that she has a bad vibe about one of your friends? She's like, nah, this one just isn't right. Well, my mom told me that about one of the girls I brought over for the first time. She's like, Tabitha, there's something off about this girl. I was like, Mom, stop, be nice. Jamie is cool, trust me. Yeah, I should have listened to her. Jamie, you know who you are, ended up choking our dog because it was barking in the middle of the night. Isn't that just, wow. People are crazy. Not only did our friendship end, but so did my dog's life. Here's a fun story of the day. In middle school, my best friend and I made a page on Instagram called Love Toks. We would just always post love advice. The account actually became pretty popular. One day, the guy I liked in middle school, he